Hi, everybody. This is Ken Wilson. Once upon a time, I broadcast blues hockey. I always listen to Let's Go Blues Radio. It's everything you'll want as a blues fan. Oh, baby.
Are you a first responder, a veteran, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, or a Let's Go Blues Radio listener? Of course you are. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, call real estate superstar Mike Burgoyne today at 314-753-4060 or email him at mike@strikewithmike.com to earn special rates today.
60 Pickleball is an industry leader in high-end pickleball paddles. Use discount code CPRICE10 to get 10% off at 60pickleball.com. Don't get stuck on the court with an inferior paddle. Go next level with 60.
Have you subscribed to the LGB Minute podcast yet? It's a 5-minute weekly St. Louis Blues podcast hosted by Jeff Ponder that is released multiple times a week to fill the gap between Let's Go Blues Radio episodes. Subscribe today.
Get ready to hear some noise tonight. You're just seconds away from Let's Go Blues Radio.
And a drive, he scores! Baby, Chris Pronger! Wow, what great goaltending! They score! Joe Murphy! The twister! Jacob hits the hit! Sellout crowd! Oh, baby!
Let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown.
All right, welcome to episode 19 of season 14. This is episode number 500 all-time of the...
Hey, we are recording episode 500. Let's hear it, Blues fans. Yeah!
You want to do the intro?
No, I just think we should get some cheering, get people to know that they're listening.
You buried the lead. just interrupt me.
Oh, just
show number
just
500.
do the show. I hate this show. We should stop doing it.
This is episode number 500 all time of the often imitated, never duplicated. The only thing better than a glass of beer is tea with Miss McGill. We're the original St. Louis Blues Hockey Podcast. Let's Go Blues Radio. Waiting for Jeff to interrupt me again.
Shut up. Just go.
Broadcasting live on location from the Geyer Inn in Kirkwood, Missouri. To interact with the show on social media.
The Geyer Inn in Kirkwood, Missouri. Let's hear it. Yeah. There you go.
Our handle on all the socials is at LGB Radio. I'm Kurt Price, my co-host for the big show. Tonight are Bill Day and Jeff Ponder. The agenda for tonight's show includes discussion about the last couple Blues games. We got some Blues moves to discuss. We'll do some Blues trivia. And we'll just have some fun on show number 500 here at the Geyer Inn. Welcome to the Geyer Inn and show number 500, fellas.
500. Did you ever think we'd make it this far? 500 episodes.
No, maybe five episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've enjoyed coasting along for 350 or so. So thanks for having me, boys.
Turn me down a little bit. Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, somebody asked me the other night how many episodes I personally have done. And I said, well, with the summers and then with the start of the show, I've probably been, what would you say, Kurt? I've probably been on 450. You're probably at about 400.
Oh, yeah, it's not 500. I take summers off. I can't handle this year round.
I just like hearing the sound of my own voice.
It's not healthy. It's fun, but it ain't healthy.
Well, anyway, yeah. So 500. We're here at the Geyer Inn in Kirkwood. Very nice spot. Lots of awesome imagery here. Like I'm looking right at the old arena picture here. We've got, who is that? Is that Barkley up there next to Bobby Orr?
That's Roberts.
That's Jimmy Roberts. Yeah, recent Hall of Famer for Blues. And then another great picture from the old barn. I think that's from the original season. And just some cool jerseys. We got a Jim Campbell jersey hanging up. Hey, we got Jim Campbell hanging up, huh? That means applaud. Applaud for Jim Campbell. We all love Jim Campbell. I love how I can tell people to applaud. They just listen to me and do it. It's the best.
Hey, I apparently played softball at some point and got retired up on the wall.
Yeah, look at that. Number 60.
Oh, there is. There's a soccer day jersey. How about that?
I didn't know you were, and the name's on the bottom under the number. I didn't know you're number 60.
By the way, we got the Ruth Orness jersey hanging up, too. How about that?
That's a rarity.
Yes. We've seen one in the wild. Ruth Orness special.
Yep.
Bruce Affleck loves that jersey.
Yeah, it's his favorite. So, yeah, tonight I think we're going to be a little bit more loosey-goosey than we're used to. In fact, you guys want to start with doing a giveaway to somebody here in our wonderful audience?
Let's do some trivia.
How are we going to do it? You want to do trivia?
Let's do trivia.
Let's do trivia. All right.
Do you have the...
I do not have the doc up, but I can. Why don't you vamp for me, and I'll get it up.
This
is
she
Jeff's
said. Definition of loosey-goosey.
Right. So we've done Blues trivia a number of times. We used to have it. It used to be a regular segment on the show, and we used to do giveaways and things. If somebody would outduel Mr. Bill Day, typically every once in a while it was Jeff, but if you could outduel Bill in the trivia, and very few, maybe 2 of all time. We did it for a couple seasons.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was fun.
Yeah.
Tell you what. Since Bill's the one holding a mic, why don't we give his mic to our contestant? Bill's okay with that.
I always knew this is how I would get
replaced
in person in front of a live audience.
Yeah, we're doing live auditions for Bill's spot on the show. So, all right, yeah, let's see. Raise a hand. Who wants to do some Blues trivia? Oh, come on, somebody's got to do it. Blues trivia.
Should we go over the ground rules?
Oh, we got them. We got one. Here we go. All right. Sir, what's your name?
I'm Ross.
This is Ross. Let's see. Can we get Ross on the camera here? Look into this one right here.
Right,
wave at the nice people at home. There he goes.
Nice people at home. How we doing?
There you go.
500th podcast. Absolutely.
That's right. This is Bill's replacement we got up here. Ross, how long have you been a Blues fan?
Probably really started following in the 2010, probably.
2010? Okay, so I'll try to find a more recent question for you. Let's see. Okay, that's not going to work. Hang on. Well, we got a lot of questions here from like 1960s and 70s. And...
Oh, heck, I might be able to pull something out.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's do this one. This will be fun. You know these names, I'm sure.
Are we going to get a multiple choice at all? Or is
you will get multiple choice, yes. Should we do best 2 or 3, or should we just give them one question? Let's give them one question.
We'll see how it goes.
One question, yeah. Basically, you're going to play until you win. I think that's how this is going to go. Which Blues player has the worst total plus-minus in franchise history? Is it Bernie Federko, Bruce Affleck, or Eric Brewer?
Honestly, I was going to say Cam Jansen, possibly.
Oh, Burr.
How about Brewer?
Brewer is incorrect. The answer is surprisingly, and remember the era he played in, Bernie Federko.
It really is.
It's Bernie. Okay. Minus 124 in 927 games.
They don't talk about that too much. The record that he holds.
He's got a lot of Blues records. That's one that we don't like to mention. All right, so let's give him another one. Ross, where do you live? You live here in Kirkwood?
I do.
All right. What's your street address? I'm just kidding. Don't give us that.
Last for the social is...
What? I also need a list of your fears. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. Who is the only Blues player ever to net a hat trick in back-to-back games? Was it Brett Hull, Dan Quinn, or Scott Young?
I'm going to go with Hully.
Brett Hull is correct.
I'm going to go with Hully. You can't go wrong with Hully.
Congratulations, Ross. All right, Ross. Well, we got a giveaway table here. Help yourself. Anything that's not covered up by that blanket.
Sounds good. Thank you,
we got plenty of shirts there. There's a couple mediums, larges, extra larges. Grab whatever you want. All right. Thank you, Ross. And we're going to do this throughout the show, guys.
I would have gone Fernando Tatis on that.
Fernando Tatis, yes. What size are you looking for? Okay, all right. All right, yeah. So Fernando Tatis was not the answer. Bill, you lose. But how about that? All right, so we will do this throughout the show, guys. Thank you, Ross. Let's hear it for Ross, everybody. Let's hear it for Ross. There you go. All right. And we're getting told happy 500 from our friend Winning Unlimited. That is Adam Gold. I know some of you know him.
Where is Adam Gold?
He should be here. Why isn't he here?
I don't know. What's he doing?
Hate that
Tell
guy.
him to get in his helicopter and get here.
And then we also are told from C. Hamilton. I believe that gentleman was the one that he was the third person to sign the Declaration of Independence. He says audio sounds good for my house. So There you go.
Wasn't he in a musical too? Right now?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He also the musical was named after C. Hamilton, who listens to Let's Go Blues Radio. All right. Well, we want to do a little hockey talk. What are we going to talk about, guys?
Let's do it. What are you drinking?
Oh yeah, we should do beers in the episode. Very important. I don't know who to start with. Let's go with me.
You go.
I am doing a wonderful Mick Ultra. So just a wonderful beer that we have here at the Geyer Inn.
All right.
Bill, go ahead.
I am going to do that. I am drinking the Old Fezziwig from Sam Adams. So that was part of their winter pack here, and they have a bunch of them. So
I think that'll be my next beer for sure.
Good beer. I didn't realize that they had Guinness on tap. So
next beer.
That's my next beer.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and I'm doing the always exciting, the Budweiser Select.
Brewed for the Lou, am I right?
Does it still say that on there?
I know it used to.
I don't think it does anymore.
Hey, so while we're doing beers of the episode, why don't we have a nice round of applause for our bartender? Oh, my Lord. I do that. I forgot her name. Bartender.
We've talked about this. Before you talk, you need to think about what you're going to say.
I don't ever think. Teresa. Let's hear it for Teresa. Yeah. Teresa here at the bar at the Geyer Inn. Also, Katie is here. She's not working tonight, but she's also a bartender. I knew Katie's name.
Austin, you missed an opportunity. You missed an opportunity to give him the wrong name.
Yeah, you should have. Her name is Austin. Spelled with an E.
Listen to the podcast version of this tomorrow. None of that happened.
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to record a whole episode tonight when I get home, and there won't be any of this in it.
We'll talk about some Blues news, and then we'll do our break. How's that?
Sounds good.
All right. So recent Blue Brandon Saad, former Blue Brandon Saad, signs with Vegas on a 1-year prorated $1.5 million deal. The deal was signed within an hour of his official contract termination from the Blues by Vegas. He's the 32-year-old forward agreed to the mutual termination after the Blues put him on waivers with the intent of sending him to the American Hockey League Springfield Thunderbirds. By foregoing the roughly $5.4 million left over this season and next, he instead got the chance to remain in the NHL. So Saad has struggled this season, to say the least. He's only scored a goal in 3 games this season.
Yep, and he's got six goals? Is that right?
7. Well, 7 now with Vegas. He had 6.
Yeah. Okay, 6 with us, and he scored in 3 different games for the Blues.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
unbelievable.
I think so.
Right. It was very concentrated scoring, but he did score in his debut for Vegas. So.
Okay, well, good for him, I guess.
Was the
second game? Yeah, it was the second game.
But yeah, so I mean, he in 32 of the 43 games with the Blues, he had no points.
That's that's some. Somebody mentioned Cam Jansen earlier. That's some Cam Jansen level numbers right there.
During one 10-game stretch this season, this sounds like Brandon Saad trivia. During one 10-game stretch this season, he had 0 points, and that was when the Blues went 5-5. So Saad did say, at this point in my career, I've had success, made a lot of money. Chasing more money wasn't leading to happiness. It was good to get a fresh start, go to a competitive team, and have a chance to win again. I just want to say a little. I mean, I get it. You know, you talk about going to Vegas is a better team, but you know, as a Blues fan and Blues players and things, it's a little jab, right?
Yeah.
But so when the Blues went 5-5 during that 10-game streak, he had no points. I'm thinking maybe he was part of the reason why the team wasn't as good as we hoped.
Yeah, considering he was basically slotted to be the second or third line left wing, and the dude's not putting up any points at all.
He was invisible.
Yeah.
Most of the nights he played, he was just invisible.
Yeah, and I'll say, too, with him that I think he's speaking to Vegas media, right? Like he's trying to chalk it up to the fans, and he's trying to get people excited in Vegas about him signing there. But
this is sports talk. This is sports talk, so we're supposed to be offended.
Exactly. I'm very offended. Highly offended.
If you can't get outraged by something that somebody says, a former player especially, about the former town and team.
Agree. Yep.
I'm sure he's a good guy. I like Saad.
Oh, I always like Saad. I still say, give me Saad over Jaden Schwartz any day. Really? I still say that, yes.
Oh, really?
I am not a Jaden Schwartz guy.
He led the Blues in goals during the 19 playoff run.
Yeah, that's great. He had one great playoff. Good for him.
and we won the Stanley Cup.
I'm aware, but I'm just saying, I think Jaden Schwartz is the most faux first-line left wing the Blues have ever had.
He almost single-handedly beat Winnipeg.
He scored in 2 games in that series. You want to talk about Brandon Saad only scoring in a couple games?
Puck out of midair.
Jaden Schwartz scored in 2 games in the first round of 2019.
If he doesn't produce like he did,
I agree, and I don't want to knock what he did in 2019. It was impressive, but at the same time, that was a microcosm of his career with the Blues. He would disappear for 20 games. And then he'd be lightning for 9 games, and then he'd disappear for another 20 games.
You've never liked him.
I agree. I've never have liked him.
So you're biased against
him.
No,
I don't like him because I don't think he's that good of a hockey player. So I think it's totally justified.
Okay.
It's not like he pooped on my shoe or something.
Man, Bill. I mean, come on.
The Sasky connection was so key to that whole 2019 run between Schenner and Schwartzy and Tyler Bozak. I mean, the goal in was it Game 7 against the Jets?
The 15th midair? That was Game 6.
Yeah, Game 6.
Game 6.
So, they beat him in 6.
Yeah, right. And then they beat him pretty good in Game 6. No, that was Schwartz's goal out of midair was Game 6.
Game 5 was the hat trick, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And he also had a hat trick against San Jose.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
So
who didn't though?
Well, anyway, we're not talking about.
We
James
lit up
Schwartz.
San Jose. After
we're talking about Brandon Saad
after the hand pass goal.
So anyway, I'm okay with Saad leaving.
Yeah, I mean, under the circumstances that he left with mutual contract termination.
Oh yeah, freeing up all that money.
Books.
Plus, did you guys see the projections for next year?
Yeah,
the salary projections are ridiculous
over the next 3 years. Yeah, it's going up massive,
going way up. So to drop that Saad contract and for the Blues to be able to come into free agency with all that money. We might see them make a couple pushes this summer, so we'll see.
Yeah, let's hope the world still exists.
Who knows? Cross your fingers. Matthew Kessel re-signed to Springfield. He was called up after Saad's termination. Kessel was 24, has just in 27 games for the Blues this season, posting 3 assists and 10 penalty minutes. Kessel has kind of just dropped off after, was it 2 seasons ago, right? He played well.
Yeah.
And he does not return to that.
Real quick, Matt Harris comment on YouTube. He says, if you ignore the goals and assists and stats and results, Schwartz was actually really bad.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Making me sound dumb. Yeah, not impressed with Matt Kessel this year. So, and then it's unfortunate that he stepped in and played against Colorado in his call-up. That was just a bad game overall for the entire team. So for him to step into that game I kind of feel bad for him.
Right, and having to replace Colton Parayko. Right, not that he's expected to take those minutes, but that's the roster replacement that you have to go with. It's pretty difficult, and he gets the one game, and then Tucker gets injured, and you think, he might get to stick around, but oh my goodness, Nick Leddy's healthy enough to play.
Oh God,
and Kessel goes back down.
Man, okay, yeah. We can talk about it now, but we're going to talk about it later.
Let's talk about it later. We should probably get to a break here pretty quickly.
Well, and is that the last we got? Yeah, it is. Okay. On the other side of this break, we'll talk about the recent Blues games. You're listening to Kurt, Bill, and Jeff on Let's Go Blues Radio.
At Geyer Inn.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
As a hockey player, Mike Burgoyne knows a thing or two about making the perfect play. And when it comes to real estate, he's always ready to score the winning goal for his clients. If you're a first responder, a veteran, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, or a Let's Go Blues Radio listener looking to score the home of your dreams, you'll receive special rates with Mike. Go ahead, shoot some questions his way, and he'll have the answer quicker than Curtis Joseph on a breakaway.
Curtis Joseph got the pedal down!
Any barriers? Mike will mow them down like Chris Pronger in front of the net. He'll score you your dream home or sell your existing home faster than a Brett Hall one-timer.
Flip past the Hall. He shoots. He scores!
See Burgoyne's real estate prowess in action today by emailing him at mike@strikewithmike.com or by calling 314-753-4060. That email again is mike@strikewithmike.com, and that phone number is 314-753-4060. Getting Mike Burgoyne on your team will be the boost your power play needs.
Attention pickleball players. 6-0 Pickleball is an industry leader in high-end pickleball paddles. From the Paddle of the Year Double Black Diamond to the Kevlar-faced Ruby paddles, 6-0 has the perfect paddle to take your game to the next level. And while I have your attention, consider upgrading your pickleball bag to the highly touted Pro Tour bag or the Performance Backpack in some fantastic colors. 6-0 is also your place to stock up on paddle grips and edge guards. 6-0 has everything you need to elevate your game. And as long as you're playing well, you might as well look good too with 6-0's performance shirts, hats, and arm sleeves. Use discount code CPRICE10 for 10% off your entire purchase at 60pickleball.com. That's CPRICE10. Don't you dare get stuck on the court with inferior equipment. Go next level with 6-0.
We already know that you love hockey, and you obviously already love the Let's Go Blues radio podcast, but what about filling the gap between weekly Let's Go Blues radio episodes? That's where the LGB Minute comes in. Hosted by Jeff Ponder, the LGB Minute is an entertaining, down and dirty 5-minute St. Louis Blues podcast released multiple times a week to keep you informed of all things St. Louis Blues. So make sure to subscribe to the LGB Minute anywhere you listen to podcasts. Like right now. Do it now. Just click subscribe. It's easy. For the love of God, please.
And now, back to Let's Go Blues Radio, the longest running St. Louis Blues podcast with Price, Ponder, and Day.
All right, we're back here with show number 500 at the Geyer Inn in Kirkwood, Missouri.
Show number 500 at the Geyer Inn. Let's hear it, Blues fans. They're getting very bored with that.
One sober person left. And we got some more trivia we're going to do.
All right. Who wants to get up here and do some trivia? This gentleman. Right. Come on up, sir.
Need some Price is Right music.
Next sucker.
All right. All right, gentlemen, what is your name?
Danny Noonan from Caddyshack.
Danny Noonan from Caddyshack
That's
is here.
the name I got.
We got a celebrity in the building.
Celebrity.
Yeah. All right, so how long you been a Blues fan, Danny?
66.
All right. So
I skated the Checker Dome. I played for Briani.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. All right.
I was in the old Checker Dome in the locker room, and we skated out. We thought we were gods back in 1972.
Yeah. Well, who's your favorite player of all time? Got to be one of the Plager boys, right?
No, I don't know. Red Berenson.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a good choice. Vladimir Chipachuk.
Stan Mikita. I love Stan Mikita.
He played for the enemy, though.
Well, I know, but, the Blues went all Bal Harper.
Okay.
But,
yep.
I love the Plager boys. They could fight.
So I have a question for him, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, since you've been a fan since the beginning, okay?
Yes.
Who scored the first goal for the Blues in franchise history? Would that be Larry Keenan, Bobby Plager, or Dan Deerdorf?
Dan Deerdorf. Definitely not Dan Deerdorf. I'd say Larry Keenan, maybe.
That's right.
That is correct.
There you go.
All right. Man, of Caddyshack fame, and he knows Blues hockey. How about that?
Well, I'm 70 years old.
Oh, you don't look a day over 69, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. We'll take that from you. And go ahead. Help yourself to anything over here that's not covered by that cover right there.
You got shirts, you got stickers, we got
a Ric Flair bobblehead he's taking a look at. And then if you haven't helped yourself to stickers, please do. He's taking the hat. There you go. Oh, of course. Oh,
right.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
We got to beat Florida.
Yeah.
And the Blackhawks.
We especially got to beat the Blackhawks.
Confident one of those two.
I'm pretty sure I got a couple of my hockey teammates here. I'm pretty sure we could beat the Blackhawks this year. So, what do you think, Jamie? Jamie, we going to beat the Blackhawks? Me, you, Bill, take the ice, beat the Blackhawks? Think we could?
Just take out Bedard's knee, and that's
all we got to do.
Yeah.
You know what? I think now's as good a time as any to reveal the big grand prize that I've got here.
Okay.
This is something that Kurt and Bill don't even know about. So this is something that I have come up with, It is hiding behind a curtain here. I'm going to try to get it to where I can see it, or where y'all can see it at home as well. Let me go grab it.
Have Austin hold it. It'll be front and center.
Right. He can relive his days as producer.
Right. What round is it, Austin?
All right. Well, this
Big
is obviously
reveal.
not the prize. This is a
Big
cover.
reveal.
This is a Slytherin cover. Who's Slytherin here? Who else is Slytherin? Nobody. I'm the only Slytherin. All right.
Why is that not surprising? What is that?
We have got a new Let's Go Blues radio jersey.
Look at that. The jersey that we have clamored for the Winter Classic.
So we have not ordered these yet, but somebody tonight is going to win a free one. So be on the lookout. Not Kurt, Bill, or I. We are not eligible. But if you would like to purchase one and you don't win the free one, I believe they are $50. So
show it to
I've got a
the camera some
sign-up
more.
sheet.
Show the camera. And you can hold your mic, too. Bend over like here.
I could just hold my mic like I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot.
Mics are portable.
But yeah, so this is our new Let's Go Blues radio jersey. We've got a white one now. And for those that are here, if you want a blue one, the one that me and Bill are wearing right now, let us know. We've got a sign-up sheet up here. You can sign up for that. We also have hoodies. We've got all kinds of cool stuff. But yes, this is developed by our friends over at... Oh, geez.
Geez.
The same people that set up the ones we have now.
All Black Hockey Sticks.
All Black Hockey Sticks.
Yeah.
Thank you to our friends at All Black Hockey Sticks.
And you always bury the lead on the hoodie. The hoodie has a beer pouch.
The hoodie does have a beer pouch. It's pretty awesome. So yes, if anybody would like to sign up to get one of these bad boys, we've got a sign-up sheet over here at the giveaway table. Please come and put your name down, and we will be in touch with you.
Those are nice. And for those on the podcast listening that aren't watching the show, it's early 90s style, right? Blues jersey with a modern collar, I guess, that little tag in the front, and with the Blues Let's Go Blues Radio logo on the front. That looks slick. I like it.
Yeah.
And it's the old school home. It's white. So
that
yeah.
Initially, when you had the Slytherin blanket covering that, I thought you had got a Gary Simmons the Cobra blanket for everybody.
Oh, that would be even better.
Amazing.
No, I was very happy to work with our friends over at All Black Hockey Sticks. When we ordered the current white jerseys, or the current blue jerseys, the guy said, "You're making white ones, right? Because these things look awesome." And I said, "Eventually." And I thought, you know what? Episode 500, perfect time to do it.
That's a great reveal.
Yep. No, you can sign up. Just he's signing a
Get in
sheet
line.
right there.
Yeah, get in line behind Tarasenko.
Yeah. Go ahead. And I'll be in touch with you, and we'll work it out. Oh, I've got one right here. I'm sorry.
Oh, she got it.
Yeah,
she got it.
I thought I had one. I lied. I did not.
Yeah, just there's a like a little razor up there. Just prick your finger and sign it in blood.
Yeah. Sign in blood, please. Yeah. That way we know you're serious about it.
All right, so we can talk about the Coyotes game. The Utah Coyotes game.
Yeah. I guess.
The Blues finally defeat the Utah Coyotes the other night, 2-1 on Sunday. Blues did end a 4-game skid in that game. Tyler Tucker left the game at 6:33 of the third period with an upper body injury and did not return. Bennington stopped 23-24. Connor Ingham stopped 27-29. Blues had a good game, finally, against Utah. Finally.
Clayton Keller had a bad game against the Blues.
They
finally.
held Keller's line scoreless for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Right. But how soon until we trade for Matthew Kesselring? Because he scores every game against us.
He does. He has better stats against the Blues than any other team. We need to assemble a roster of players that have the best stats against the Blues compared to anybody else. That'd be interesting to see who performs well against us.
Yeah. He's the 1D on that team, I'm pretty sure.
So, first period of this game, horrendous. Bolduc goes hard on the boards early in this game. Not a penalty, I guess. You can just trip a guy and head first into the boards. My God.
Yeah, that was bad.
He's lucky he was not.
There was some bad officiating this week. And I know you can say that about any week in any sport, but I feel like the Utah game and then the game last night, there was some bad calls and bad missed calls.
Yeah, I think Kurt has an opinion about overtime last night.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll get there. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, I don't know. Anybody who's not outraged by that overtime is a passive. It doesn't. Not a passionate fan, I guess.
Or they're Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah, right. What a prick, man. A superstar player, but he's a prick. I mean, as far as other fans, I mean, opposing fans go, you can't like the guy.
Draisaitl, really? I like Draisaitl.
Okay. You like Ben, though, too.
I do like Jamie Benn.
Who likes Jamie Benn? Outside of Dallas, nobody likes Jamie Benn.
I like Jamie Benn.
You used to live in Dallas, though.
That's true.
Are we going to get a Jeff Ponder hat trick of bad takes tonight?
What was my... Oh, Jaden Schwartz,
I like
Jamie Benn.
I like Jamie Benn.
I'm sure I've got other bad takes I can get to.
Come on.
We'll get there.
All right. So,
I'm excited to see what it is.
Luckily, Bolduc was okay. Texier got rewarded in this game. Gets the first goal of the game. Toropchenko from the corner passes to Fox in front. Isn't in position to get a shot off. So a little touch drop pass. Texier, who puts it by Ingram near side post. Fantastic.
Well, and let's rewind a couple days when Brandon Saad was let go and Doug Armstrong did his press conference. He specifically called out this is going to open up spots for guys like Texier. Right. And it makes me wonder if that was his way of kind of nudging Montgomery, saying, I acquired this guy for a reason. Why aren't you fucking playing him?
What I've been saying all season long is I want to see Texier play more.
I like him. I think he's good.
I think he's very good. He's not a top line guy, but he's a really good middle six guy, I think.
Yep. Yeah, I think if you could play him on your second or third line, you're in a good spot. That's where Columbus was playing.
He's a skilled guy. He's got jump. He's always hustling.
Plus
he's always
French.
around the net. Plus he's French.
Right? Yeah. True French, not French Canadian.
Real French, right. Yes. Oui, la croissant.
The hands that Texier showed on that goal, just incredible. I mean, real quick pull back, snap upper corner.
That's what I think I like most about him is his release.
Yeah,
very quick release.
Yeah, he and Bolduc have such great releases and have been put in bad situations, like last night, centered by Oscar Sundqvist.
Like seeing Texier on the power play too. He got some power play time, which I was like, thank you. Good. I mean, that's nice. Anybody over Sundqvist on the power play, right? I mean,
I just don't get that. And Foxa was on the power play a couple games ago.
PK, yes. Power play, no.
Right. We talked about that last week, right? Why not go with a classic 2D 3-0 power play setup
we talked about
where
that.
You're not forcing Sundqvist or Foxa
I don't get it.
Or
maybe
Mackenzie McEachern now?
Off the air. Oh, God. Off the air before we started last week, Bill and I got in a huge rant about how you pride yourself on puck-moving defensemen. Why are you not playing two defensemen on the power play?
Yeah.
To shoehorn in a fourth forward on that power play makes no sense. It's clearly not working.
I know how much I like to be on camera. You're leaning off camera right now. There you go.
I want to be able to see myself.
So anyway, really good first period by the Blues against the Utah Coyote hockey team people.
They'll always be Riverport to you.
Yeah, right.
The Riverport Coyotes.
The Utah Riverports.
The Utah Verizon.
Actually, what are the names now? They tried to do Mammoth.
Yeah,
Utah Hockey Club and Outlaws.
Yeah, they replaced the
Wasatch.
That was Wasatch. That was dumb.
I was like, what? I mean, I get that it's, a mountain range or something?
Wasatch Range.
Who's naming their team after a fucking mountain range?
Right.
The Rockies? Back in the day?
I mean, that's a baseball team, too. But
it is a mountain range.
Yeah, but I mean, it's cool, and everybody knows the Rockies. Does everybody know Wasatch?
No. I didn't.
I didn't either. I had to look it up.
And I'm a geologist.
And I am, too. So, I'm your assistant.
So I get the idea, like with the Yeti is, the Abominable Snowman, the cold snow version, which translates to hockey. But why not just go Sasquatch?
Yep.
Right?
Agreed.
I was so pissed off when Seattle gave up on that. Right? That was one of the ones that they were considering. And We didn't get that.
Yeah,
somebody's got to do it.
We went into detail last week about how the Yeti was a no-go, and that annoys the crap out of me.
Yeah,
how that happened.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Who scored the midnight goal? I know
midnight goal.
The midnight
you
goal.
You guys know that.
The Monday Night Miracle?
Yes.
Which one? The tying goal or the
no?
The
winning goal.
Doug Wickenheiser.
Coming down. Wasn't it Ronnie Schock?
Against
60
Pittsburgh?
No, Minnesota. 7th game. He's skating down and Ronnie Schock.
We got it right, so now you got to give us a giveaway now.
There goes one of your trivia.
Hey, everybody knows who scored the Monday Night Miracle game-winning goal, but who tied the game?
Greg Pazlowski.
No.
Pazlowski.
I'll go crazy.
You know what? I think it's a good time for some more trivia, right?
Sure. Yeah. In between the first and second period of Utah, let's do trivia. Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean, we can talk more about.
No.
You guys, who wants to do trivia? Who wants to do trivia?
Let's trivia. More trivia.
Oh, we got to jump. That's all right.
I like trivia.
All right. Oh, you're taking off? You don't want to do trivia? Jump on in. Come on. Gentlemen, what is your name?
Pazlowski imitation. Yeah.
There you go. What is your name?
Mine's Chris.
Chris. All right. We got Chris up here. Chris, you're a young man. What, you just became a fan, 3 years ago?
I was around with Ron Schock.
Ron Schock. So you know the name.
Gene Talbot.
Okay.
And Gary Sabrin.
Okay.
And Jimmy Roberts.
Jimmy Roberts.
Does that sound?
Yeah. Jimmy's the man. I think we got him
at the barn. We had some barn bourbon.
The barn.
Is that Noel Picard? Okay, never mind. That's Noel Picard. Still,
no, I think
it's not. That's
Roberts. You're right.
I think that is Jimmy Roberts.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well done,
Bill. You're an idiot. Get off the show.
I think you won the trivia.
Yeah. Right.
Picard had glasses.
All right. Let's see. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. What'd you say your name was again?
Chris.
Okay, Chris. How many empty net goals did Brett Hull have during his 86 goal season in 1990-1991? 8, 4, or 3? I'm sorry. 8, 4, or 0?
Empty net goals by the Golden Jet.
The Golden
Brett.
The Golden Brett.
8, 4, or 0?
It was 0.
In his 86.
The answer 0?
In his 86 goal season.
Yep. Yeah. And that is correct. All right. Congratulations, Chris.
Yeah.
All right. How about that? And that is still the record for most goals scored, not including empty net goals.
Most goals scored on a goalie.
Does that sound right? Most goals scored on a goalie. That sounds better.
Because Gretzky's 92 goal season, he had 11.
Yep.
Empty net goals.
All right, Chris, you're welcome to pick something out there on the table.
Thank you so much. This is fun.
Thank you for coming, sir.
Come down.
We appreciate it.
Have a
I'll take
blast
that.
here at Geyer Inn.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
Those are free anyway, so take something else.
Oh, my God.
There's plenty of stuff there on the chairs as well. Yep. There's a couple different sizes there, so yeah, take whatever you want, sir. All right. There you go. Yeah.
Let's go Blues.
That's right. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you coming. Oh, yeah. Help yourself.
Please do.
Thank you, sir.
All right. How's it doing? All right.
This is fun, huh?
I like it.
That's a good time.
I could do trivia all night long.
We should do this every single week.
Store my equipment here.
All right.
I ain't logging this stuff back and forth every week.
We might all have to move to Kirkwood, but that's fine. We'll all just move in with Amy, right?
Yeah, we'll just store the stuff at her house.
Hey, when are we going to get more of that girl up here, huh? The whole crowd that watches online knows her.
She can answer some trivia.
Yeah, she could do it. She is not happy about it. She could do trivia.
She chimes in all the time about the name of the places that we go that I can't remember.
Guys, we are doing very well in the chat as well. We've been kind of ignoring you guys tonight. Sorry.
There's a lot going on. If only we had a producer do this stuff with the chat.
Yeah, where's the producer at?
Right.
That would be a good idea. Matt Harris wants to know if he can win the Slytherin covering. Yeah, if you want it, come and get it. Matt Harris.
That sounded more like a challenge.
This is a good question for Bill. How about the Bennington Team Canada pads? So clean. Did you see those today?
I have not.
Oh, they look good.
God, I had zero opportunity to be on social media or any media today where it was so bad. I can't wait to see them.
Very busy day at PTs for Bill.
You were doing your job today. Is what you were doing.
I was.
Actually, Bill, we talked about next jersey that I want to get. Thinking Robert Thomas, but now I started thinking about it after seeing his pads today. I thought, I don't have a Team Canada jersey. Maybe I'll get a Jordan Bennington Four Nations jersey.
Yeah.
Could be cool.
This is a good year to buy the Team Canada jersey.
It is.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Might
move on, please.
Might help emigration.
Okay, so back to the Utah game. St. Louis outshot the hockey team 15-6 in the first period and led 1-0 going in the second period. So
did you see Bernie struggling with that?
The hockey team?
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
Well, have you guys ever seen on X, it even says whenever they do the
hockey
recaps of the games, it says Blues at hockey club.
Hockey club, yeah. It's so stupid.
Yep.
It's dumb. Second period, good first penalty kill of the game by the Blues. Coming into this game, they'd allowed a penalty kill, allowed a power play goal in 6 straight games, I believe it was. So that came to an end in this game. They did kill off all the penalties in this game, but looked good. The coincidental minors in this game in the second period.
Sorry, real quick. You mentioned the penalty kill.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, I thought it looked good in this game, and we'll talk about the Edmonton game too. But I really thought the power play looked so much better last night. Yes, McDavid scored on the power play, but that's fucking Connor McDavid,
And they had two of the penalties were in the third period in this game, so that was big.
Yeah, and in the Utah game, they only had 1 shot on goal, and that came from Blues killer Clayton Keller. Which, hey, how about that?
That's fun to say.
How about that?
Blues killer Clayton Keller.
Say that 5 times fast.
I can't. Stop.
Clayton.
What?
Clayton.
Blues killer Clayton Keller. Blues killer Clayton Keller.
Nope.
I can't say
Try it again.
Blues killer Clayton Keller. There we go.
Say, we will be here all night until you get it. So I'm glad you got it.
From Swansea, Illinois.
Yes. And then the Blues had they allowed 2 more shots on the PK. Bennington made saves on Keller again, and then on Josh Doan. The last time the Blues and Coyotes met, Utah tallied a goal on 3 opportunities with a goal from Michael Kesselring in the first period. So very awesome to see the Blues come out and play so well on the PK.
In the second period, there were coincidental minors, and I have questions about this, where Schenn was tripped into a Coyote or a hockey club member and then ended up falling into him and knocking him over, and then they both get penalties. What did Schenn do here? Schenn did nothing. He gets tripped into a guy, and then that guy goes down.
You shouldn't have been standing there.
It pissed me off. I'm like, what is Schenn supposed to do? He gets tripped, falls into a guy, and the guy falls over. How do you call a penalty on Schenn there? That makes no sense to me. It's not like a high stick where you have to control your stick the whole time. Like if you get checked and your stick goes bonkers and it hits somebody, that's still high sticking. But I mean, come on. No common sense.
No, I agree. That was
on this
well,
call.
and I thought originally they weren't even going to call. Who was the Coyote?
I didn't know.
I don't remember who it was, but I thought originally they were just going to call Schenn, and I thought,
I know.
What?
I know.
And then I think somebody came over. One of the linesmen came over and said, "If you're going to call him, you got to call the guy that tripped Schenn."
I mean, they should have just called the penalty on the Coyotes.
Yep,
that
agree.
was the hockey club, the hockey team,
just the hockey.
The hockey. Do that. Let's do that in hockey.
Do that hockey.
Scoreless second in this game. Utah shot the Blues 9-7 in that period. Good goaltending in this game from both teams. Another solid period by the Blues. This is a fun hockey game to watch. A nice change of pace from the previous game. The Blues got blown out by Colorado 5-0. So
this is the game we expected to see from them against Colorado, I thought. Because they had the break, they had the bag skate, and it was, okay, these boys are ready to go. Like, they've had a 4-day break. You really thought that there's no way the Blues are going to fall apart in this game against Colorado, and then they did. And then they had a good game against Utah. So it was just shocking to see the way that the games transpired this week.
St. Louis and Utah traded goals in the third. Utah tied it on a goal by Kesselring early in the third. Blues lose on an own. Blues lost the own zone face-off. Kesselring shoots the traffic to the point, off the post and in. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean, he's the second biggest Blues killer, apart from Clayton Keller.
Yeah,
Blues killer.
You're
Keller.
You're very good at that.
Blues killer Clayton Keller.
Yeah,
Blues killer.
Show off.
Clayton Keller.
Blues killer and Clayton Keller. Hey,
Bill,
that's two in a row.
You got it.
Yeah.
Hey, how about that?
That was a lot of pressure.
Yeah. No, I mean, the Blues, I thought, dominated most of this game, had control of it. They didn't let the Keller line establish anything throughout the game. And it was great to see them hang on and win the game, or come back and win the game after giving up that goal. That would have probably destroyed the team 2 weeks ago.
Less than 4 minutes later, the Blues did tie it. So Thomas with a fantastic pass to Kyrou, buries a 5-hole to put the Blues back on top. They were still this bothered me. They were still announcing the Utah goal. Almost 4 minutes later, they were still announcing the Utah goal when Kyrou scores.
Well, that's because they have Mr. Magoo doing the Utah announcements.
Nashville does the same thing.
Utah goal.
Nashville did the same thing. When we were in Nashville, they announced the goal like 3-4 minutes after they scored. I'm like, are they going to announce this goal? And they finally do. And when we were there, the Blues kind of blew them out a little bit. And the Blues scored in between. The Nashville scored. And before they could even announce the goal, because they waited like 2-3 minutes, the Blues scored, and they didn't even announce their own goal because of that.
In Nashville, it's because they played an entire Tim McGraw song after they scored.
Actually, I think Tim McGraw actually comes into the stands and does a full concert after a goal.
He does.
They stop the play. They bring a stage out. Yeah.
God damn it, the Predators scored. All right, guys, go to the locker room for 20 minutes.
Utah did hit a couple posts in the third period, one of the final seconds.
Oh, my God. That was...
which would have been, I mean, and after the next game against Edmonton, Montgomery talks about got to close out games. And we're a couple inches away from not closing this game out.
Yeah. They're on razor's thin margins at this point, right? And we're not putting up a lot of goals.
It's a 2-1 game, right? So
yeah.
The Blues did snap their 4-game losing streak. They outshot Utah in this game 29-24, dominated at the faceoff dot, 62.5% to 37.5. That's more than you're used to seeing.
Especially in an away game. We've said this before, that it's the same person at home games for every team that keeps track of faceoffs, shots, hits, and so typically you'll see the home team get a little bit more favorable judging on that kind of thing. Blues dominated in the faceoff circle.
Yep. And they kept, like we mentioned, they kept the Kessel line completely off the scoreboard.
Yep.
Which was amazing to see.
I think that's the first time ever that the top line for the Coyotes has ever been allowed to not score against the Blues.
They have 1 million points against us in
literally, yes.
27 games.
Keith Tkachuk and Jeremy Roenick, I think, had 27 goals in one game once.
Yes.
That was Patrick Laine.
Oh, it was Patrick Laine. That's right.
That was the other Winnipeg franchise.
That's right.
And the Blues do jump back ahead of the hockey club in the standings for this game.
That's important.
It is. And if you look at the advanced stats for this game, the Blues, they reflect what we saw, right? Played very well. Utah, not so much.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of players on the negative side of that.
Ian Cole was playing for the Blues.
Ian Cole, he'd been better off just not playing at all.
He was a double agent.
And the deserved winning had the Blues winning 55.9 to 44.2. I thought that was kind of low, but okay.
Yeah, like I said, I felt like the Blues dominated most of that game and came down to the razor-thin margins at the end. But it felt more like a 67 to 33 win percentage.
That's a good but they're up by about 10%.
Yeah. Are you boys on beer? Well, I can see what yours is. How about you, Kurt?
I got about a fifth of beer left there.
Hey, Austin,
I got a fifth left.
Tell Miss Wonderful Teresa up there to get you want a Bud Select, Kurt?
That'll work.
Bud Select, and I will take a Ultra, and then whatever you want on the Ponder tab. All right? Thank you. We want to do more trivia.
Let's do more trivia.
Do you want to do more trivia?
Let's do
Hey,
more trivia.
who's down for some trivia?
Anybody interested?
Come on.
Where's it?
Step on
Who's
up.
doing it?
Who's doing trivia?
You want to do it, Austin? Yeah. No?
Where's Amy?
Where is Amy? Are we losing the people that we brought with us? We're that bad?
I'm gonna take a wild stab and say she's in the bathroom.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, it's a really good guess.
All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and add this too. For anybody who wants to win one of the free Let's Go Blues radio jerseys, we are going to do a very special trivia. If you listen to Let's Go Blues radio, you will be very good at this trivia. So just keep that in mind. Anyone who listens to the show, you wanna be able to participate in the Let's Go Blues radio trivia for the new jersey.
Are we opening it up to the people on YouTube?
We can. Yeah, we could.
I think we should.
Okay.
Because we have some long distance viewers.
Yeah.
Followers.
It's a good idea.
I'm thinking of Matt
Yeah, we
Harris
got plenty of good listeners in
Ken.
the chat tonight. So yeah, that
and
sounds
the
good.
Big Beaver.
Do we have anybody who wants to do trivia?
All right, we
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. We got a gentleman
we
coming
have
up.
a volunteer.
We got a
All right.
sucker, a player.
All right, sir, what's your name?
My name's Lucas.
Lucas. Is that you right there?
That is not.
Okay.
I'm right here.
For those who can't see, there is a jersey hanging up that says Lucas 16.
Yeah. No, I'm not a jersey
You're not.
or a sweater. No,
No, well, it's good to see.
it's the
There you go.
only thing I know about hockey.
All right.
Well, no, sorry. There's ice involved.
That's true. All right. So are you a Blues fan?
I am a Blues fan. Let's
All
go
right.
Blues.
Hey, how about that? Let's go Blues.
Amen,
Nothing.
brother.
They hate us. All right. How long have you been a Blues fan there, Lucas?
All my life.
All your life. All right. Do you want me to handle this one, Kurt, or you got it?
I can, at random, I'll just stop it and say, okay, right here.
Oh, I love this one, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I just randomly pointed at a question. To which team did the Blues send 5 first-round draft picks for signing Scott Stevens as a free agent?
First off, that's a very good question.
And there's a multiple choice.
There is multiple choice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Even better.
The New Jersey Devils, the New York Rangers, or the Washington Capitals?
Can I get a year?
I think you got a guy back here that knows the answer.
What year was it, 91?
Oh, the
91? Is that what year it was, 91?
He's phoning a friend right now. That friend went to the bathroom.
It was
I'm going to go with the first one.
The New Jersey Devils. That is incorrect.
Is that your?
No, well, you already said it. It's incorrect.
It's okay. That's all right.
I whipped on that one.
You've narrowed down. That was your lifeline. All right. So you got New York Rangers or
No.
Washington Capitals.
Let's give him another question. The answer, I think, is let's go ahead and do it.
It's Washington Capitals.
It's Washington Capitals.
Yeah, I never would have got that
All
one.
right. I'm going to ask you.
Seriously, Washington?
Yeah, Washington
he played
Capitals.
there, yeah.
That's where he was, and then the Blues basically stole him.
Offer sheet. Oh, they
Yeah.
offer sheet him. Yeah.
All right, well, here's another good question for you.
All right.
You're going to play until you win. So here we go. What animal did Gary Unger win for winning the 1974 NHL All-Star Game MVP? This is a real question. Was it a hawk? Was it a cow? Or was it an octopus?
Got to be an octopus.
Final answer?
Oh, yeah.
It is cow. He won a cow for winning the MVP of the 74 All-Star Game.
That is true.
Chrysler awarded the MVP of the All-Star Game that year with a cow.
Oh, you didn't say it was Chrysler. Of course.
Yeah,
of course it'd be
right.
a cow.
Chrysler
Yeah, I'm
cows.
sorry.
Yeah, we all know that. All right, let's go to another one.
I got one.
You got one? Go ahead.
What local radio station tried to lead the way to get Oakland Avenue renamed after the late Barclay Plager? Was it KC95, KMOX, or K-Hits? KC95, KMOX, K-Hits.
I'm going to go with the dumbest one of K-Hits.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You're 0 for 3.
Outstanding.
We are going to keep going.
It's
That is KC95.
Oh, okay. Oakland. All right. Down on Oakland. Got it.
All right. I'll do another one here. Let's do a recent recent players here.
You're going to run out of questions.
All right.
Oh, no.
We have
got
plenty,
like
trust
200.
me.
All right.
Who scored the first goal of the 2023-24? Wait, that's not right. Who scored the first goal of the 24-25 season? Was it Philip Broberg, Braden Shen, Justin Falk, or Jordan Kyrou?
That's this season.
That's this season.
Hello, boys.
Hello.
And all these guys play for the Blues?
They play for the Blues right now, yes. So again, you want the ones again?
Yeah.
Philip Broberg, Braden Shen, Justin Falk, or Jordan Kyrou?
I'm going to have to go with Cairo on this one.
Oh, my God. What a genius. He got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just waited for your spot and you took it. Yeah.
You know what? I'll take the assist. Thank you very much.
Of course. Lucas, help yourself to a giveaway over here on the table or
God
on
love
the
you
chairs.
guys.
Yep.
Right,
Thank you very much for coming on. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Help yourself. Anything over there? Different size shirts down there if you want those. Whatever you want.
Gary Unger with the Oakland Seals?
Unger? I don't think he played for the Seals, did he?
I do believe
Yeah, I remember the Oakland Seals.
Did he?
Did he? He did?
Oakland Seals.
That's a
good question.
That's a great question.
You should know this for Puck Doku.
I should.
Do they
should
qualify?
too.
Do they qualify for Minnesota?
I don't think so. I don't think so because they did the whole like weird, what they call it, like disbursement draft or whatever. Let's see.
Just look up Unger Seals.
He played for the Oilers.
He played for the Atlanta Flames, St. Louis Blues, Detroit Red Wings, Edmonton Oilers, Los Angeles Kings, and Toronto Maple Leafs. So
And the
Seals.
Dundee Rockets.
And the Dundee Rockets, yes.
No Seals. No Seals.
No Seals.
Okay, so I do have a beer-related Blues trivia question for when we do the next round.
Hey, while we're in a little bit of a lull here between talking about games, Austin, get up here. Let's get Austin on the show. Everybody remembers producer Austin, now demoted to listener Austin. Austin, thanks for coming out tonight. Hey.
Does he even listen, though, anymore?
He's 21 now. How about that?
What about it?
He's automatically
We don't have to hide that you're drinking.
I don't have to hide my drinking anymore in a red Solo cup during the show.
I don't know what you're talking about. We would have never allowed that.
Me neither. I don't know what I'm talking about either. These are all allegations that I've beaten, so.
So far, yes.
That is pretty amazing. All four of us here, no allegations.
500 episodes in, no allegations.
None that we know of, at least.
Right.
None that have come to light.
Define allegations.
Some will come out of this evening, I'm sure.
Define allegations. I mean, how serious are we talking?
I don't want to answer that. I'm not answering that.
I mean, we've all done stuff. Anyway, next game.
Let's move on. Austin, hey, you know what? Austin, you want to answer a trivia question about Let's Go Blues Radio? You're not going to win the trophy here, but let's go ahead and ask him. You know what? This doesn't have to be trivia. I'm just going to ask you, what is because you've watched for a fair amount of time, and I'm going to put you on the spot here. What is your favorite moment from Let's Go Blues Radio that you can remember?
There is a right and a wrong answer.
Right. This isn't a what's Austin's favorite moment. It's what's the right moment. What's the best moment in Let's Go Blues Radio history?
I don't know. Doing the summer series with you a little bit was kind of fun.
I did enjoy that.
I did enjoy doing that.
We did a trade deadline episode together too. That was fun.
Did do trade deadline. That was fun. Like anytime that I was on, I had a blast.
any episode that features me.
Honestly, I enjoy talking hockey with you guys, and you guys know a lot more than I do. So the more I get to learn, it's awesome.
Well, I appreciate that. Yep. And Austin, I don't know if you want to do this. Do you want to promote your place of work right now? We'd be happy to. He works at PT's with Bill. That's how we know Austin.
You're the guy that
I work at Hustlers, and Bill is my top customer.
You run the barbecue grill outside the front door.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, he's the barbecue guy.
The sports cabaret.
Yep.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah. That's some good ribs. Those good ribs.
Well, hey, Austin has been helpful for us over the years, and he's also, I think we still have him as a moderator, right, on our YouTube chats.
Oh, we
ever need him to.
We gotta fix that.
We gotta remove that.
Yeah,
we'll get rid of that.
We'll get rid of it.
On our Discord too, right? So.
Hey, real quick, everybody, let's hear it for our former producer, Austin.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, now get the fuck out of here.
I'm still in the Slack, so I'm still a producer. Right?
That's true.
All right. So last night, Blues played the Oilers in St. Louis.
If you want it. Or a shirt.
Bennington versus Skinner. Letty is back in this game for the first after missing almost the entire season to date. Had lower body numbness is what he had. Had that for a while. Maybe thought his career was over because they couldn't get a good diagnosis on what he had.
It's called old age.
It's called getting old.
I was going to say, I mean, I know I talked about it on the show, but last about 14 months ago, I had foot issues, and I went to like so many doctors, they had no idea what it was.
You had the gout?
It was not gout. That's what I thought it was at first, but it was not.
I just want to say the gout.
And and I just, what was that?
I don't know.
But no. All right, who's got the grill in their mouth? Yeah.
Someone's too close to the mic.
No, I just thought, I might be done. I may never skate again. Like I get that thought that goes through your head. And for Nick Leddy, I mean, I know, say what you want about his abilities, his skating, what he does. Not a big fan of his, but man, you want these guys to go out the way they want to go out. You don't want to see him go out like that. So I am glad he at least got to come back.
You know what?
For his sake.
So, and I honestly think that hopefully he plays well. Hopefully a team would like to acquire him for a playoff run as a depth defenseman, get a 5th-round pick for him, and or future considerations, whatever, and then just unload his salary. Maybe even need a little bit of it, which they don't do. But just if he's coming back, if they can try and unload him, they have to try, right? They have to.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Having Nick Leddy back at this point is like making a trade without making a trade.
At this point in the season, the only reason to play Nick Leddy is to hopefully showcase him that he's playing well and they can trade him. Otherwise, you're just going to play Schoenemann or, bring up somebody else.
They did sign Schoenemann.
I know.
We didn't cover that, but yeah.
We did, didn't we? Did we say Schoenemann?
We did not talk about it, no.
It was on.
It was on there. Did I skip over it?
We're jumping around.
Yeah, they extended Schoenemann. So there you go.
Deep analysis from Let's Go Blues Radio.
I like Schoenemann.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think he's a solid pickup and a guy that you can easily play if you need to play him.
Sure.
At a hell of a lot cheaper rate than Nick Leddy.
Yes.
And a hell of a good cook.
All right.
You remind me of Cousin Eddie. Anyway, first period. As expected, the McDavid line controlling the play. The Blues had issues with that line all night long. Lots of zone time for them, lots of good chances. Bennington real strong in this game, real strong in the first period.
Well, and how about the fact that in the first, Robert Thomas had those 2 chances.
This is going to be a recurring theme in this game.
They only had 3 shots on goal, but 2 of them were fucking prime chances by Robert Thomas.
And they had a number of chances that didn't hit the net.
Yeah.
Excellent chances.
Yep.
And that is a recurring theme in this game.
Yeah, Thomas hit with the empty net late.
Yeah, just in all game long. Just great chances, shot wide, or they couldn't beat Skinner. But so many wide, just missing the net. Unbelievable in this game.
It is an epidemic with Thomas right now.
Go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Nice jacket, by the way.
Is that sarcasm?
No, it's a lovely jacket. All right.
Is that
nice.
Gore-Tex?
It's Patagonia.
Is that Gore-Tex? Oh, okay.
It's Patagonia.
Seinfeld fans out there in Gore-Tex?
Yeah.
Come on. I expect you to.
I'm sorry. There's a lot going on right now.
But yeah, so you talked about McDavid, And I will tell you, I was not unhappy about his production last night because he's on my fantasy team. And that 3-game suspension he just got done serving didn't derail my comeback attempts in fantasy hockey this year. But he dominated that game, right?
Oh,
every time the puck was on his
typically
stick,
does,
right? But Thomas, right, is just gripping the stick too hard.
You know what I've noticed with Thomas? He shoots the puck hard, like harder than he has to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his wrist shot is, well, it has had amazing accuracy in the past. He's off now with his shot. He's trying to pick corners. He's off. And that chance he missed late in the game or in the third period, one-timer, he didn't have to. He could have just corralled it in wrist shot. You know, I don't know. He's fighting it. He's shooting too hard. He's trying to put it through the back of the net. And it's frustrating because he's so good and he gets so many chances, good looks. He's just not bearing it right now.
He's snake bit. His dishing is starting to come back. So
he had,
like that. We talked about the Utah game. Had a great setup. The pass to Parayko last night was insane.
Oh my gosh!
Right, seeing Connor McDavid level vision on that pass,
which it wasn't unlike McDavid's pass to Draisaitl the time of the game.
Very true.
It was through the traffic in the middle of the ice to find an uncovered player far side, one-timer in. Yeah,
right.
So.
That I think in both of those cases, the goalies probably think they should have been able to read that and cover it. I think Binnington had a better chance of stopping the Draisaitl goal.
Man, Binnington, he's all-out effort, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's stretched out. I mean, you can't blame him for the trying. I mean, it didn't not just giving up on it.
Right, and Skinner didn't read it until way too late, and it wound up going in off of his toe.
Well, Parayko kind of misfired on it.
Right.
He didn't get all of it. He was on the ice, and he didn't get enough of it.
And he put it dead center.
Yeah.
Right.
Went in.
Dead center, and Skinner didn't have that covered. And I think he kicks himself for that, too.
The ESPN broadcast in the first period, the Blues were outshot 13-3 in the first period. The broadcast team said that the shots suggested the Oilers dominated, but that really wasn't the case. They dominated in shots. The Blues had a lot of chances. They just didn't hit the net. I mean, the Blues had chances. They were back and forth. Don't get me wrong. Edmonton's still in the first period. But the Blues, it wasn't quite that big of a discrepancy in the first period. Leddy, I thought, was largely invisible in the first period. I was looking for him. He made a misplay at the blue line leading to an off-band rush that didn't result in anything. But other than that, I thought he was, I don't know, okay. Didn't notice him too much.
Yeah, and that's what you want.
I guess.
Like a puck-moving defenseman who doesn't score goals, you just want to not notice him. And I feel like that was the beauty with Matthew Kessel last year. Most games we didn't notice him, which is what you want from a defenseman like that. They're not going to throw big hits. They're not going to take a bunch of penalties. Like, you just want a guy who's out there who can control the play and not do anything stupid and not turn the puck over. That's what Nick Leddy did in this game. So if his place, yes, he's making a lot of money to be a third-pairing defenseman.
Well, it is what it is right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Second period, Edmonton going in, they said that they're the second best second-period team in the NHL with a plus 31 in the second period.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
So, that's and the second period is not typically good for the Blues because we talked about it a couple weeks ago. The Blues typically have better starts, and then it gets worse as the game goes on. So, but the Blues need to be better in the second and win more puck battles in the offensive zone, funnel more pucks to the net. Oh my gosh.
I love what Montgomery said after the game. He said he did not like their start in the first, which everyone would agree with that. Said second period, they were better.
Yep.
Third was their best period.
For sure.
And it's unfortunate that it just didn't work out in the third period for them, but they did get a lot better against a very good team as the game went on.
I didn't like the hooking penalty on Fowler in the second period.
I didn't like the only penalty that I thought was warranted was the Walker high stick.
Oh, sure.
Everything else, I think you could have just let it go.
Well, the hooking penalty on Fowler, for example, was that just outside the blue line, it was a ticky-tack thing anyway, and it didn't even affect anything. It didn't hurt. It didn't obstruct anyone. I mean, the stick was on the gloves for a split second,
yep.
And they called it, and it was a nothing play.
Yep.
And then they scored on that power play, which ticked me off. I didn't like that. It was a official inserting himself into the game for really no reason.
Right. And that's, that starts to bring out conspiracy theorists in all of us to say, oh, they just want to see the Oilers leave the power play on the power play as often as possible. And, that it was unfortunate that, the timing of that and the result, but
yeah, they were looking. It's almost like they were looking for a call.
Right.
Which, I mean, they're always looking for calls, but it's like they're really reaching for a call there. Which was that was weak.
It's ESPN Hockey Night. It's a thing in the U.S. possibly.
Stop it.
Say, I can't hear you, and I'm sitting right next to you.
Is that better?
Clip that off.
Live show. McDavid did score on the power play, 5:50 into the second period. Laser shot, upper glove. Well, actually, the way it developed, Falk was bumped or allowed himself to get bumped. Didn't quite get out to block it. I thought, if you want to be picky, you're like, Falk's got to get out there. He can't get bumped back a little bit by another player and then just not get out there in time to block that shot. It's his shot to block. He didn't do it. Great shot. What are you going to do? You can't let him shoot from there.
No.
So
yeah, but it's Connor McDavid.
I know.
But
you got to step up your play, and you're playing against the best in the world. You can't play it that way.
I know, and I know you can't just say like, well, it's Connor McDavid, he's going to score. Like I get that, but it's also like it is Connor McDavid, and this is a mid-level hockey team in the St. Louis Blues. So
right, but that's the thing though, is that you when you break down a game, you think this was a mistake. And this is why you're a mid-level hockey team. Stuff like this.
But I think I don't know if you guys saw the interview with Evan Bouchard after the first or second period, where he talked about the Oilers power play and what makes them successful, and it's just the constant fluid puck movement, and they're constantly adjusting. They don't repeat the same attack twice, and I think that was evident in that power play.
Oh yeah, right? they move. If you watch them,
right,
they're all cycling. Moving. Yeah, they don't. Like you watch the Blues power play, and they pass it around. Sometimes they'll pass it around very well, but they're mostly stationary or just staying in a certain area. Each player.
It's predictable.
Yeah, it is, and it's fine if that works. It's fine if you're trying to work around to a specific shot, and you get that shot off and you score. That's fine. But when it's not working, you look at a team like Edmonton, who has the horses to pull that off too. I mean, not every team can do that, but I mean they're impressive because how do you defend that? Because you're watching the puck and you're watching the guy you're covering, and then all of a sudden you look back and the guy's gone. Like, where is he? Holloway misses the net from the slot. Great look, cut to the middle. Great setup. Can't miss the net there. He did. A running theme in this game. Buchnevich. The setup from
Bruce Navich, I believe it's
Bruce Navich.
Bruce Navich.
Steve
Navich.
Steve Bruce Navich.
There's a callback.
He was on top of the crease, and Thomas sets him up, and he shoots it wide. It's just like, oh my god, he's like 3 feet from the goal, and he shoots it wide. Unbelievable. And Neighbors on a breakaway goes 5-hole, great save. Read it all the way. He reaches out.
Right. It was a poke check.
It was going to be a poke check attempt, but then the shot came, and the stick was already out there, and the shot was going 5-hole, and I was like, oh, it just stops it.
Well, and to me, that speaks to Bill. Tell me I'm wrong. Good positioning.
Oh, you're
because
wrong.
if you're
no.
If you're going
right
for a poke check and you still can make the save on a 5-hole shot, clearly you got something right with your positioning.
To me, it was about the read.
He guessed. He guessed right.
It's not a read. It's not a guess. It's a read.
Well, what I mean is he was going for the poke check, and then Neighbors happened to shoot. I think maybe he thought Neighbors was going to deke and went to poke check it. But Neighbors did a quick shot, and it just hit his stick because the stick was out there for the poke check. Right? I mean, he was. Do you think he knew that Neighbors was going to shoot there and put his stick out? Like, that's a weird way to stop that shot. Don't you think?
Yeah. What I honestly think is that we need to talk to a friend of the show, Kevin Woodley, and see if he can get in Goal Magazine to get Stuart Skinner to do a pro read on that. I would love to hear Skinner's actual thinking. Is that a mistake? Is that just coincidence, or did he read it perfectly?
Well, when you make a 6-save 5-hole, right? It's not typically out here, right? Unless you're going for a poke check.
But that could also be the result of a perfect read.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking. I'm with you, Bill. I think it's more of a perfect read. I think I'm going to go for the poke check, but I'm still got my 5-hole covered because that's where he's going to go.
But he didn't have his. I don't think he had his 5. With the stick.
Clearly, he did.
But the stick got the save.
But it was the way that where he had his stick was at his 5-hole. It wasn't like he reached across.
He reached. I know he reached out, but I was saying is that if Neighbors shoots it this far off the ice, maybe it beats him between the legs. I don't know. That's a tough shot though.
I just think it was a good read, personally.
I think he was going for the poke check, and then Neighbors happened to shoot it. See you, boys. Let's go Blues.
I think that needed a Let's Go Pioneers.
Let's go Pioneers.
Let's go Pioneers.
Or Stars. One of those two. They were locals.
Another missed chance high in the net, a shot on net in a high danger area by Thomas in a second. All this is foreshadowing to the big miss later, right? Blues had a big PK late in the second. Didn't want to go down 2-0 in the third. That was good. But a frustrating period. Right,
man, we got a comment here from some guy named Austin Lynch says this show sucks. I don't know where that came from, but sorry. All right, you know what, guys? 500 shows is enough. Let's pack it up.
Well, there was this guy on earlier that the show took a dip.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yeah,
our viewers dropped about 89% after that guy was on.
And Bennington up for this. Good first 2 periods, right?
Bennington looked good the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Right.
Which means
right. No,
Hofer's going to start next game.
No, it means it's the third game, so Hofer's going to start.
Right.
Next game, right.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
We get Hofer against the Stanley Cup reigning Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers.
How about this right now, right here, right now is where I say. You play Jordan Bennington through until the Four Nations face-off break because he played very well against Utah, played very well against Edmonton. Your goalie is going on a roll. It's time to play him every game.
I think this is the game they change it.
You think so?
I think so. I think he's played really well. I think they play him in this game, and I think this is the game they go away from the 2-1, 2-1, 2-1.
I think you're wrong.
I'm just
because I don't trust the Blues to make the right decision.
Do it forever.
I'm with Jeff. I agree. I think you're wrong, but I hope you're right.
They're doing it.
Because
it's Florida.
We could ask our audience. Hey, audience that's listening right now. Next game, let's see a show of hands
against Florida.
Let's see. Are they going to play Bennington or Hofer? If you think they'll play Bennington, raise your hand right now.
Nobody's listening.
If you think they'll play Hofer, raise your hand.
Yeah.
We got a couple hand raises. It's going to be Hofer.
Well, the scientific question.
Yep.
At the Geyer Inn.
Jim Montgomery is watching this right now, and he's like, well, apparently the crowd wants me to play Hofer.
They're going to – Bennington's getting the start. They're changing it.
Jim Montgomery's
I hope you're
sitting
right,
over
Kurt.
there.
Kurt, I hope you're right. I just don't trust the Blues ever to make the right decision.
They can't do it all season long.
They're going to prove you wrong. You think they can't do it all season. They will.
If it were against a bunch of other teams, I'd say, okay. But it's Florida. Defending Cup champs. Come on.
So let's say they play Bennington tomorrow, and he plays well. They lose, they win, doesn't matter. But Bennington plays well. Who do you play against Chicago on Saturday?
Hofer.
Either way? You think Hofer either way?
That's the old school, typical how you do your goalie rotation. Yeah.
Right.
You play your backup against a shitty team.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm okay with that. I'd be okay with that. Plus, Bennington's the starter for Team Canada. Yeah. Doug Armstrong is the GM of that team. So I could see them saying
he's played 3 in a row.
Let's give him the rest.
If he plays well against Florida, he's played 3 great games. Give him a rest and go Hofer against a bad team, then go back to Bennington.
Yep.
That's to me, that's logical.
Yeah, but the Blues are not logical.
I understand. We've talked about that.
The Blues are sticking to a schedule. right? That's what we've been saying all year. They've stuck to a schedule. Hopefully, they've built some randomness into it, or not randomness, but variability into it, and we're going to see that because I definitely want to see Bennington against. I assume Bobrovsky's going.
Yeah. Third period. The Blues were on the power play. This was a crap power play up until they scored.
Yeah.
This was a god awful power play, and they score late on it on fantastic loose puck garbage goal, right? That is jammed in by Kyrou at the
Sometimes that's what you need to get your power play going, though.
Yeah, I get it. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
This is the goal. Like, they move the puck around the perimeter so much, and it's the kind of goal that you hate to see reward the shoot it crowd, but that's what I think it was.
Yeah.
Right? Because they didn't shoot until that point, and then it was just a mad scramble. And
Kyrou set up to the game is because he heard Section 119 sitting there going, shoot! And he's like, I should probably shoot it.
And after this goal, the Blues really ramped it up. Shen was throwing his weight around. Game got chippy, and the Blues were all over Edmonton. Best pressure of the game, third period at this point. Thomas finds Parayko, fantastic backdoor press. Talked about that earlier for Parayko's 12th of the season. Great pass. Goes up 2-1. And then Thomas misses. That's Joe. It's Joe.
Oh, that is Joe.
He walks in like he
doesn't know us.
I was looking at it like, that dude's wearing a Let's Go Blues radio shirt. Like, I probably know who that is.
Is that Harrison Ford? Walks in with the sunglasses and the hat.
The famous Joe from Cardinal Nation. He has a pregame show that is not good.
And
he wants no attention.
And he's leaving.
I'm kidding. We all love Joe. We love Cardinal Nation. If you've never heard of the pregame show at Cardinal Nation before Cardinals games, it is worth your time. Not only because Joe is a funny dude, and I hate to give this guy compliments, but not only because he's a funny dude, but because you get all you can eat, all you can drink, and it's, 40, 45? Something like that. I don't know. Under 50.
All you can laugh.
All you can laugh.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. So, give it a shot for every Cardinals game. They are going to suck this year, so you're going to want to get drunk before games. Oh, come on, Joe.
We all know it's true.
Yeah.
Hour and a half before, two and a half before first pitch? 2.5
hours. Yeah.
So that's been, I love that.
That's plenty of time to get totally drunk.
I was going to say, my wife and I have gotten tanked at those before, so
it's a good time.
Good time.
It is a good time. And he does giveaways too, so fun stuff.
Thanks for coming, Joe. Good to see you, buddy.
When I heard the Deerdorf reference, I'm like,
it really is good, guys.
I have to say, I'm not showing up.
He says he heard a Dan Deerdorf reference and he had to show up.
It's time to eat. I'm out of here.
Hey, help yourself something on the table over there. You want to do any trivia, sir? Oh, come on.
Trivia.
Come on, Mick. Oh, come on. All right. Who's the best player on the St. Louis Force? There you go. All right. Take everything. It's all yours. See you, buddy.
Yeah.
Fellow St. Louis Force player there, Mick Adams.
Joe is in for some trivia. He'll do some trivia later. He knows. Hey, what's the line that we talked about?
Well, the truth is, they need more depth at center.
There you go. This guy gets it. Why doesn't Doug Armstrong?
He knows his stuff.
He said they need more depth at center.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got it. This guy, Joe, man.
Look at him.
Love this dude.
All right. And then Thomas misses the wide open net, which we talked about earlier. Unbelievable. I mean, the Blues could have gone 3-1 and basically put the game away.
Yeah,
and
especially with the way Bennington was playing.
Oh, my God. And he misses there. And the roof would have come off the building. That would have been 3 goals in 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Bananas. Oh, my God.
So the Scott trade Enterprise was rocking for a Tuesday night too.
Yep.
So that would have been insane to see them score that quick.
And Texier just misses a chance in Titan's backhand off the.
Stuart Skinner made a save.
Skinner made the save, then off the post too. So real good chance though. Tough play, bouncing puck in tight, but
give the goalies credit where it's due.
He did. He made the save. Also hit the post though too. It was a good chance. With 2:14 left in the game, Edmonton ties it with Skinner pulled. You knew this was coming. I would have bet $1,000 that they were going to tie this game. You felt it coming. You knew it was coming. Just like that, overtime's coming. Gutless call in overtime. Gutless no call in overtime. On the Draisaitl holds Thomas, preventing a possible breakaway in overtime. Hauls him down, no call, and then Connor Brown scores later on in overtime, and that's it. Game's over. Blues got.
See you later.
Hey, Jamie, who's the best player in the St. Louis Force?
Let's see.
Ryan Frost. He's played one game this season. Fine, get out.
Did he play for Philadelphia? He just got traded, didn't he?
Yeah, it's Calgary.
See you, Jamie. Thanks for coming, buddy.
Him and Farabee.
Also a fellow St. Louis Force player. 2 members of this panel are now officially St. Louis Force players. How about that?
I have yet to don the jersey.
That's true, but you have played in the game.
I have.
Edmonton obviously outplayed St. Louis in this game for the most part. Bennington was great. Blues put together a decent second period, an exciting third period. Came up short. You might say they got hosed, but, they missed the net way too many times in the first period. So they didn't deserve to win this game. Right. I'll say that.
And, you gave credit to Connor Brown for scoring the goal, but as Jeff pointed out on Let's Go Blues Radio Minute this morning, that was Connor McDavid doing Connor McDavid-y things.
Oh, sure.
Yes, 100%.
Right? Completely undressed. Who was back? Was that Falk? Falk or Parayko?
I don't remember.
Whoever, or maybe Fowler, but completely undressed him, and Bennington bit too, right? And just yeah.
They deserved to win a meter. Had the Oilers winning 72.9 to 27.2. So that was that's almost as big a discrepancy as you see. We don't have a save of the week, do we?
Bye, guys.
No, we do not. No. Because we don't.
There's enough going on
because we're doing it live.
We're doing it.
Fuck it. You know what? I have.
Let's do some trivia.
I've actually got a trivia question for our friend Joe, and I'd love for him to come up here.
Oh, where's the
Joe? What do you think? No, Joe. This gentleman's already played.
Oh, I know. Sorry about
do you want me to just shout it at you from here? Because I will.
Is there an extra mic?
Come on up. Come on up. Let's get our friend Joe from Cardinals Nation up here. Danny, move aside.
Danny will test us after Joe.
Right. All right, get up,
Joe,
sir.
Joe is going for the Ric Flair bobblehead.
Yes.
The original owners of the Blues, Solomon.
Yeah.
Carrier Nest.
Yep.
Wanted to take them to
Saskatoon.
He's pulling up a chair. This guy's pulling up a chair. He thinks he's going to be on the show for a while or something.
I am going to defer to Joe.
All right, Joe. We've got this is Joe from Cardinals Nation.
First, I got to say this. Jeff Ponder, you're disgusting. I've been listening to the program, and you are dominating this entire show.
That's what I do.
Kurt Price, you're a gentleman. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, God.
47 minutes before you guys went on air. And he spelt it Guy, G-U-Y.
No, read what I...
Yeah,
it was speech to text, and I didn't change it because it's hilarious.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, the 12 people on YouTube, if you're watching this right now,
you got a great voice for radio.
This is the first time I've ever been on a microphone.
He's got a great face for radio.
I got a face for blogs. Your text was just, and I wrote, and I normally on Wednesdays I watch the show. It's my only time to actually hang out with Amy. And I just want to say publicly, Bill Day, the most handsome man on YouTube.
I
you
agree with that.
surpassed Logan Paul. Ponder, I say this not as a joke. I hope you kill yourself. I really do.
Oh my God. Jesus.
You are looking more and more like Jeff Saturday every day.
You don't know how many times I hear that.
Kurt
I hear that
Price,
all the
you
time.
are looking more and more like a guy who sells me a car, rents me a car, and not like enterprise or budget, but something even crappier like
Out of a gas station.
Vervo.
Thrifty.
Thrifty? There you go.
But nobody knows more about blues trivia than yours truly.
Okay. All right. Well, this is not blues trivia.
Oh, okay. What is it?
This is baseball and hockey trivia.
Okay.
I've got one question.
I would do better with film and television shows from 1985 to 95, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, that's not what the question is.
Okay.
Tom Glavine.
Yes.
You're familiar
LA
with Tom
Kings.
Glavine? Fuck.
Also.
Ooh, there's a good one.
Yeah.
For the Kings, specifically for the Kings in that draft.
So he asked, who was he drafted in front of for the Kings in the draft? Right. Yeah.
And I'm 90% sure.
I'm trying to look it up.
You're 90% sure it's true.
It's live, so I've got an edge.
I'm 90% sure that the itches on my thing is not herpes. That's actually a great question, and I'm sorry I don't know it.
Luke Robitaille.
Luke Robitaille. That's right.
I do have a question that is a favorite question of mine. It is a hockey question, but I think you might know it.
You know, I know. That's all we talk about for hours.
So, yeah. So, and when I created this question, I thought of you.
Oh wow!
So, according to Google Maps,
he is correct. It is Luke Robitaille.
Yeah.
Drafted in the 9th round.
Okay.
According to Google Maps, which Canadian town is the shortest drive by car to Kelly Chase's hometown of Porcupine Plain, Saskatchewan? Is it Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump, Alberta, or Dildo, Newfoundland?
These are real names.
Or Swastika, Ontario?
Wow. First of all, these seem like they're made up. And I think if I repeat anything, I'll be canceled for the 7th time. But in true fashion of getting Jeff's wife off, I'm going to go with the Dildo City.
Final answer.
My wife is a teacher. Come on.
No, it's not my final answer. Do I even... hope it's not the third one. I don't want to say the third one. Is it the third one?
No.
Is it the first one?
Maybe.
Clearly.
I'm going to go with answer A.
Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump, Alberta? Final answer.
Yes.
You are correct.
Oh, my
See?
God.
Wow.
2 for 2.
Unbelievable.
He knows his stuff.
All right. One more for Joe here.
Well, I tell you what, I want the rest of the 12 people to play, but I'll take another one.
All right,
sure.
we'll give you one more. What was the street address of the arena before being torn down in 1999? Was it 2750 Oakland, 5700 Oakland, or 7500 Oakland?
Definitely on Oakland.
That's right.
I remember watching it on television.
When Brett Hall took a slap shot and knocked it down.
Right, yeah. Yep.
Let me think. Let me go back to my knowledge.
Which is not hard for him to do.
Okay.
There's not a lot there.
I think he's smoking. I can see it coming off.
I'm going to go with the...
hamster wheels turning.
Go with the second address.
So 2750, 5700, or 7500. You're going with 5700.
The second one, yeah.
That is correct.
There you go. 3 for 3.
Help yourself to a giveaway.
That's
sir.
a hat trick, Joe. Very nice. Well done.
No, do not take it off.
I did see on the show you gave out that wonderful jersey.
Not yet. That has not been given away.
No,
yet.
the framed
Still not given away yet.
Still not given away. I
We've
can
just
put that up
announced
in
it.
my studio. I don't know why I'm talking so much, but when you get antsy, there's only two things to do: drink, smoke a cigarette, hit on Amy,
Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorites.
or just talk. But I got to tell you, 500 episodes. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I was going to actually color my hair, which I have not cut since the last game of the season. And I
Last game of the Cardinals season.
And I'm depressed, as you know. I'm not looking forward to anything. And on a lighter note, because I think we're getting a little dark, I've just realized I'm probably going to die alone.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I need to kill
hey,
myself. So
hey.
if you want to do a suicide pact, I'm in.
You were in the right place. So there is alcohol here.
There's a lot of it.
Oh, that's not going to save me. But no, congratulations to all of you guys. As much as I watch the show, and then when you guys start talking hockey, I do something else. But the opening and the camaraderie between you guys is second to none. I think this is the best blues show anywhere. You guys are not pretentious. You're not know-it-alls. You guys are fans that are very smart. 500 episodes. Congratulations on that. And I truly mean this from the bottom of my heart. I hope we can at least get 25 more.
Yes. Well, hey, tell you what, when we do episode 600, I'll make sure you get at least an hour invite before.
No, I'll be dead by then. But
okay, I hope not. But
yeah.
all right.
I'm going to...
That's about 3 years from now, so...
And listen, our relationships, all of us here, it's not about sports. It's about having fun. You guys support me a lot. You think I wanted to come here? No, but you guys...
Don't you live in the back? I mean, in the fenced-in area in the back?
No,
it's called a grotto.
The grotto?
I actually squat at the Robert Gimes Theater, which is across the street.
That is, yeah. They still have a sign up for a show in November of 2024.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how you two do it, but Bill Day, you're a gentleman. You're handsome. I have an attraction towards you.
Yes, we all do.
I'm not going to stand up yet until it goes down, but
Hey. Speaking for myself and the rest of the people in the bar, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks
Good
for
seeing
coming,
you, buddy.
Joe.
Thank you for coming out. Yeah, love it, man. Thank you.
Appreciate
Hey, let's hear it for our friend Joe from Cardinals Nation, huh?
Yay!
Wow, we got like 3 people that applauded. Yay!
It's past everybody's bedtime.
Yep. I think it's start wrapping it up here, but hey, we got to give away that wonderful white jersey. So we're going to open this up to our friends on YouTube as well and Facebook if you're listening live. We're going to ask a trivia question about the show. So if anyone here knows it, please go ahead and shout it out or come on up and let us know. But I know in the YouTube chat, a lot of you guys are going to know. So keep in mind, are you ready?
Yeah, well, yeah, but are we taking the first blurt out from people here or on YouTube or anywhere?
Tell you what, we'll open it up to blurt outs from here and one person on YouTube. So if somebody here gets it and then somebody on YouTube gets it, we will go ahead and award both of them.
All right.
How about that? All right, go. So here is the question, and this has to do with the show. So keep in mind, when I play hockey, I'm a defenseman. Not a good one, but I am a defenseman. Bill Day is a goaltender, and Kurt Price, not a good one. Kurt Price was a forward when he played.
Very good one.
Who are our 3 favorite Blues players of all time?
Oh. Yeah, each of us.
Anybody?
Each of our favorite Blues players.
Each of us. You got to list all 3. So who is our favorite player of all time?
Joe watches the show. He should know this.
I can only imagine it was we go home here, maybe longer.
You got one of 3.
One of 3.
Okay. Cujo and Bronger and Austin Lynch is giving an attempt here. He can't think of Kurtz. That's not going to help.
Who? I can hear you.
You're not going to win, but I'll let you say it. Adam Oates.
Adam Oates.
Here we go. Winning Unlimited. Yep. Adam Gold. You are the winner. Adam Gold did put in the chat here.
No, that's not right. That's not right.
That is right, isn't it?
No, it's not right.
Who's he got for mine? We've got two of them.
Oh, shoot. No, he didn't get it right. Sorry, buddy. Winning Unlimited. Pronger for Jeff, Hole for Kurt, and Liut for Bill.
He's 2 out of 3.
He's got 2 out of 3. I was wrong. I misread. But tell you what, know what?
It's very close.
That's the best answer we've gotten. We already gave away the answers. Yes, it is Pronger for me, Liut for Bill, and then Adam Oates for Kurt. Adam Gold, you are a winner. We will you will get a free new white Let's Go Blues jersey. And then
John Rolfing.
Looks like John Rolfing also got it.
He said Lewis though. Not Louis, not Liut.
Yeah, who's Lewis?
Ponder, Pronger, Oates, and Lewis.
But hey, seriously though, if you are interested in getting the new white Let's Go Blues jersey, Let's Go Blues Radio jersey, please reach out to me on social media. If you're here tonight, I've got a sign-up sheet up at the giveaway table. So please come on up. We are wrapping up the show here, folks. So anybody who's in the bar, we have plenty of giveaways left. So please come on up and help yourselves.
Next up for the Blues, Thursday, February 6th, Florida at 7 o'clock. Saturday, February 8th versus Chicago. Then the Four Nations face-off begins Wednesday, February 12th. Canada versus Sweden at 7 o'clock Central Time on TNT, True TV, and Max. What's Max? Cinemax?
Cinemax.
No, it's HBO's streaming.
Oh, that's right. HBO Max. Yeah.
That's right.
They are not streaming. They're on Skinemax.
They are not on Cinemax.
It's showing right after Emmanuel in Space.
Great reference.
Joe knows that one.
Great reference. I know that one.
And Thursday, February 13th, USA takes on Finland at 7 o'clock on ESPN and ESPN Plus.
So what do you say? Do we do a show during that first game next week? Because it's not a Blues game.
No, there's not.
Ooh.
And let's talk about that. Do we do a Four Nations show?
Or do we take a
post game or during the game?
I think we should all go to
along?
Mexico.
Watch along.
Like the Blues, the rest of the players do.
Right.
All right. Well,
what do you think?
I think that's it. Why not Bennington? I think that had to be said at some point tonight, right? We want to thank the wonderful people in the Geyer Inn. Thank you, Geyer Inn, for hosting the show tonight. We appreciate it. Let's hear it. And let's hear it for our wonderful bartenders as well. Katie and Teresa, thank you very much. Jim Campbell could not join us tonight, but we want to thank Jim for opening up the bar tonight. Yeah, he's actually skiing in Europe, which sounds pretty awesome.
European skiing allegations.
Yeah. He is probably fast asleep at this point. But yes, thank you to Jim and Jennifer Campbell for opening up the bar for us tonight. We had a blast. We hope to do this again. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on YouTube and Facebook, as well as everybody here at the Geyer Inn. This was a lot of fun.
That'll wrap up episode 19 of season 14 of the original St. Louis Blues Hockey Podcast, Let's Go Blues Radio. Thanks for listening. And thanks to those who participated in the YouTube and Facebook live chats during the live show. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. For Jeff Ponder and Bill Day, I'm Kurt Price. Until next time, everyone, let's go Blues.
Can we get a full Let's Go Blues from everybody here in the bar? Here we go. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go Blues!
The Chiefs are at home tonight against Cyanosport at the War Memorial at 8. Good seats are still available.
A look at sports.
I think that went very well.
Thank you for listening to Let's Go Blues Radio. Now take off, hosers.
Well, there's 90 minutes of your life you'll never get back. Sorry.
St. Louis Blues, St. Louis Blues. Have you heard the news about our St. Louis Blues? They've only just begun, they're on their way to number 1. Now there's no more blues for our St. Louis Blues. The Blues are on the ice tonight again. They're rough and tough and got the stuff to win. They'll always get one more, no matter what the score. They are quite a hockey team, my friend.